Ready, action.
That's great. That's the perfect start, Shawn. Okay, so you are so much welcome to this mini LinkedIn series. Let me pick your brain, and you're Shawn. And I have to say, initially, Shawn, you and I, we have 98 mutual connections, and that's a lot. But it's quite special when we look at the total number of connections that you have. That's 138. So we have to figure out how this happened, you know. But a little bit short about yourself. Can you tell us who's Shawn? Shawn.
Shawn is Shawn Fernandes. That's my full name. I'm not going to tell you my middle name because I don't like it. But I'm from
Okay,
Goa.
I'm sorry, Shawn. What's your what's your middle name?
Shawn Edgar Fernandes.
That's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't suit my vibe.
Okay, we go with Shawn Fernandes.
Yeah. So I'm from the smallest state in India, Goa. It's in the southwest, and yeah, that's me. I'm 21 years old. I'll be 22 in May, and yeah, that's me.
Okay, so you are at college or university at school right now?
Yeah, I actually almost done with college. This internship is my final part of it. I finished my 3-year course in my bachelor's of business administration, and yeah, that's me.
So tell me, Shawn, you ended up as an intern at KOGGER, but we need to know more about your education. Why did you choose to go that way?
Initially, I didn't. This wasn't my first choice. I graduated my higher secondary school. That's my 11th and 12th grade in automobile engineering. Completely opposite. And my plan was to go to Germany, maybe get a job at BMW or Mercedes. But when I applied for my visa, they rejected it, and I was quite disappointed. But during that time, I had to take like a 1 year break of a forced break from studies. So that's when the shawarma story happened, where I was going to get my shawarma, and I was interested in how so many people were at this time and how that came about. And a month later, or a few weeks later, in fact, my seniors that at my college, they invited me to a management festival, and this is something that my college hosts annually. It's called ODC, and different colleges are part of this. We have different competitions, like marketing, being a best manager, being a human resource head, and I went for this, and that got the ball rolling. You could say that's when my interest started building up.
Tell me, what has been your motivation? You know, you're talking about this dish, this is it kind of a Turkish kebab and the word of mouth? You know, so what has been your motivation for doing this?
Just I'm curious. I like to learn more. I like to explore about it, and marketing, I see it as it's quite complex if you think about it, and you have to be creative. You have to look at things from different perspectives, and I like that. So this is, I mean, there's a lot to the business world, but I focused on marketing, and that's what I found interesting, and I want to learn more. That's, you could say, my biggest motivation, to keep learning, to get more knowledge. And they say knowledge is power. So, yeah, that you could say is my motivation to learn more.
And I have to ask you, what do you consume the most, videos or books?
Personally, I like books, but I have to admit now that it's videos.
So then, can you just tell us how does internship works at your college?
Okay, so the whole idea of internship is so that it provides you a learning experience, because when you're in college, you're only looking at books. You're looking, or you hear lecturers say something that's in a book. But when it comes to getting that practical first-hand knowledge, then that's the role the internship plays.
And this time you choose to go with an internship outside of India. Why is that?
I'm from India, and my whole life been born and brought up here in Goa. So you're just around this bubble. So it's nice to go and explore a different working culture and see how things are done outside your own country. Get things again from a different perspective, and that again helps you to learn more and grow more. So
So
that
is
was
this a part of your personal strategy or your personality?
both, but yeah, personality too, because I like traveling. That's always, I have this urge of traveling, and this lockdown is killing me, honestly, because I can't travel anywhere. But when you travel, you just get things from so many different perspectives. It's nice to interact with people, learn more about them, and there's so much more to people, and people are unique. And when you have that in an organization, then it becomes more unique. Every organization has a different working culture, and it's nice to learn more.
Okay, so that meant for a year back, you were actually planning to find a company outside of India,
Yeah.
in Europe, or
Yeah, Europe. So Germany, because I have some family there, and it would be easier. But I had some friends also that were from Norway. They came to go out to as volunteers, and I told them about my internship plans and things like that. So they said that they would also check, but lockdown happened, Corona happened, and all of that stopped. Yeah.
this is kind of, this is putting our interview into a very interesting perspective, because now we're talking about word of mouth.
Yeah.
So how did you end up at KOGGER?
So I still stayed connected. That's the word we're going to use quite often here, with my Norwegian friends. And when they went back, we were still in touch, and they introduced me to their friends, and Tamara was one of them. So that's when I became friends with Tamara, and she had a WhatsApp business profile. So she had KOGGER's website on her WhatsApp, and then I was curious, so I clicked on that. It took me to KOGGER's website, checked out all your videos and what you all do. So yeah, that started building up my interest.
And what happened next?
Then I asked her if I can do an internship with y'all. She told me then it was just y'all three, a small company, a digital marketing company, which was perfect for me, I would say, because that was my goal, to do something in digital marketing. And yeah, that's when I asked her that if I could do an internship, and she asked you, and you said yes.
I said yes. And I'm very glad for that, John. And now we have to jump into, the I met you, and you met us, and we said okay to the internship, and then you set a goal for yourself, together with us. What was that goal?
So since it's digital marketing, LinkedIn is part of that. So our goal was to reach. I just had a LinkedIn profile, so the goal was to go from 0 to 500 connections in 4 weeks.
So what did you think about that goal when we put that up?
I mean, honestly, I didn't know much about LinkedIn too. I didn't know what role it plays in the business world, why people have LinkedIn in general. For me, it was just another social media platform. But then when I started doing a bit of more research into it, reading more, like exploring more in LinkedIn, then I realized how important it was.
So we have to tell our viewers that you started with like, it's not zero. You have like 11 connections, I think, and
Yeah.
now, right now, as of today, you're having 138 connections. So tell us a little bit about this journey. Where did you come from, and what have you learned so far?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I had to make a lot of changes to my profile. Change my profile picture. I had a profile picture which was like this, so you couldn't see my face. So change that. Add in what, uh, yeah, my bio. Change my banner, make it more in aligned, or it had to be aligned with your banners. Tell people. So when they first came into my profile, they had to see who I am, what am I doing there, and why am I on LinkedIn. So it started with that, and then I went into your profile, checked out your posts, looked at the people who liked your posts, who commented, and then I started connecting with them.
So from your, your learning curve when it comes to LinkedIn, it is quite steep, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit more about what is your experience when it comes to interactions on LinkedIn?
Yeah, that also took me by surprise, how you could say how easy it was. I thought it would be a bit difficult because all of these individuals are like professionals. They've been in this business for years. I mean, you come across different ones, like also other interns, but the majority that are connected with you, they are professionals. So I didn't know that it would be this easy, but they are also helpful and they provided such valuable tips to help me in my learning curve also. One of my connections recommended that I have a hashtag that is specific to me, and that's what I use in all my posts.
What is your hashtag for your LinkedIn posts?
LinkedIn 500 connections in 4 weeks.
Okay, great. Have you had any, let me say, exciting or surprising experiences when it comes to interactions and communication with LinkedIn connections?
Yes, absolutely. Some of my connections, they've made challenges, you could say, to me. Like Tim Evick, he told me that my next post needs to be a video. So I think this is part of it. This could be the challenge, and I would say challenge is done. But yeah, it's just I just like how easy it is to connect with people and to start a conversation with them.
So, what is your hope when it comes to, on a personal level, the outcome of this journey, working as an intern at KOGGER?
Well, as I said initially, to learn more. That's my goal, to always learn more, get more in my brain, and learn about digital marketing because it's a new venture to me. But also, this is a part of creating your personal brand. I would say, because you're telling your connections about yourself and about what you are. But since I'm also working for KOGGER, I need to keep in mind their brand or your brand, and it's good to have a balance in this, because when you're creating your personal brand, as I said, you're telling about yourself, but at the same time you also stay true to KOGGER's values, and that is, your value is be transparent and create trust.
At the end of this interview, I have to ask you, what is your well, not famous last words, but you know what I mean. Do you have anything you would like to say to someone, maybe thinking about an internship or thinking about how to use LinkedIn? Any words or advice, Shawn?
This whole journey so far it has been me going out of my comfort zone. So if those were my famous last words before you shoot me or something, it would be get out of your comfort zone. It's not easy to take that step because you're comfortable with what you have, what's around you. But when you take that step to maybe say visit a different country, even though it's virtually, there's so much you learn and there's so much to gain when you get out of your comfort zone. So I would say that.
Oh, great words. And it's so true. So I would like to take it even further out of your comfort zone. And maybe as a final famous last words, I will ask you to sing a Norwegian lullaby song, Bæ bæ lille lam, because I know that you know some words from that song. So I will, you will start to sing and I will follow up with the rest just to help you out. So go ahead, Shawn.
1, 2, 3. Ba ba lille lam.
Har du noe ull?
Ja ja, kjære barn.
Jeg har kroppen full. That's great, Shawn.
That's all I know.
Okay, I guess both of us need to do some practicing.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much for first of all, being an intern at KOGGER and for participating in this interview series. Let me pick your brain. So nice having you, and thank you so much.
Honestly, thank you also for giving me this opportunity to be an intern. It's been such a great experience and looking forward to learning more from you. So yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.